So after weeks of unrestrained protests and interminable queues for basic essentials, there were unprecedented scenes in Sri Lanka on Saturday. Sri Lanka's beleaguered president Gotabaya Rajapaksa fled his official residence in the capital after thousands of anti-government protesters demanded the leader's resignation and stormed the president's official residence. Soon after that, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said he would resign, making way for an all-party government. That decision has finally come that he will resign on Wednesday. The island of 22 million people has been struggling under a severe foreign exchange shortage that has limited essential imports of fuel, food and medicine, plunging it into the worst financial turmoil in 7 decades. Here were the images that were seen during the day on Saturday in Colombo.
Sri Lanka has run out of fuel, but citizens fueled by anger travelled by trains, buses and cycled to Colombo and breached barricades to enter the President's Secretariat and his residence to register their voice of protest. For the first time in Sri Lanka's history, citizens went on a rampage storming the heavily guarded President's house. Visuals show protesters swimming in the pool and cooking in the kitchen of the President's official residence. Thousands converged at Colombo and stormed the old parliament too. From opposition parties to activists, religious heads and the common man, all joined hands together, outnumbering the cops and the army. In another video, SJB MP Rajita Senaratne was attacked by demonstrators as agitation erupted on the streets. It was an unprecedented protest that we had witnessed today at Colombo in Sri Lanka. In fact, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has announced that he's willing to step down, but has put forth certain conditions. He says the World Food Programme head and the IMF will be visiting soon the country, and the country cannot be without a government. If he steps down, he wants another government to be formed. In fact, the discussions are still premature at the moment. Shrija for NDTV.
All right, now let's shift focus to the big story back home. About 15,000 pilgrims have been moved to safety from near the holy cave shrine of Amarnath after a flash flood triggered off by a cloudburst swept away scores of people, killing at least 16. More than 40 people are still missing. Officials say at least 16 people have died in this cloudburst. With 40 still missing, rescue and relief operations are underway. We're told that 4 Mi-17V5s and 4 Cheetal helicopters of the Indian Air Force have been deployed for rescue and relief efforts at the shrine today.
Army helicopters engaged in a massive rescue operation after flash floods at Amarnath Cave Shrine on Friday evening. The army says around 100 people who have suffered injuries have been airlifted. Several bodies have been found so far, but finding those buried under mudslides remain a major challenge. Officials say it may take 24 hours to complete the rescue mission.
करीबन 100 के करीब इंजर्ड आदमियों को इवैक्यूएट कर चुके हैं और हमें उम्मीद है कि कुछ और अभी दबे हुए हैं जिनको अगले 24 घंटे के अंदर हम लोग जो है वो निकाल पाएंगे या जल्दी एग्जैक्ट नंबर मुश्किल है लेकिन 25 से 30 का हम अनुमान लगा के चलते।
पीछे से आया बर्फ का झरना।
Shubham Garg, an Amarnath Yatri, was a witness to the huge volume of water, ice and boulders that came down the mountains, causing flash floods.
मैं बिल्कुल यात्रा स्थल पे ही था वहीं पे। 1 मिनट पहले ही मैं वहाँ से हुआ हूँ इधर-उधर। तभी मैंने देखा दुकानदार भी भाग रहा था और भी लोग भाग रहे थे। दुकानदार जिस साइड भागा मैं उसी साइड भागा। तब जाके मेरा बचाव हुआ। पीछे से आया बर्फ का झरना। अच्छा, जो 3 झरने हैं, एक मिट्टी वाला झरना है, फिर बर्फ का झरना है, तीसरा मिट्टी वाला एक और झरना है। तो बर्फ का झरना था वो बड़ी तेजी से नीचे आया।
तो क्या देखा आपने, कितने लोग बह गए?
मैंने ये देखा कैंप में लोग जो रेस्ट कर रहे थे वो भी सारे बह गए उसी के साथ। बाकी घोड़े स्थल वाले भी 2-3 घायल हुए हैं वहाँ पे, वो भी बहे हैं और बाकी एक आर्मी ऑफिसर भी बहा है मेरे सामने। जो चीज मैंने देखी है कि लोग कैसे हाथ पैर कर रहे थे अपने बचाने के लिए, चिल्ला रहे थे, चिलचिलाहट बहुत ही चिलचिलाहट।
Dozens of tents and community kitchens were also washed away by the water.
हमें माल का दुख नहीं है सर, हमें जानों की दुख है, हमें जानों की दुख है, हमें माल की दुख नहीं है, हमें उस चीज का टेंशन, हमें टेंशन है लोगों की जाने गई है, लोगों की जाने गई है हमें।
Many are questioning why tents have been allowed near the holy cave. Earlier, no tents were allowed beyond Panjatarni base camp, which is just 5 kilometers away from the cave.
नहीं, एक्चुअली मैं गवर्नमेंट को ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि जो ऊपर जो टैंक लगते हैं ना, वो थोड़े वो नदी से थोड़े से दूर जाइए। उन नदी के बाजू में टैंक थे, इसलिए वो बह गए। तो ये अगले बार जो वो गवर्नमेंट ध्यान देना चाहिए, थोड़े दूर ही वो टेंट लगाना चाहिए। वो टेंट की वजह से आदमी को नुकसान हुआ है।
As the death toll is rising, it's going to be a long and painful wait for the relatives to dear ones have gone missing after flash floods at the holy Amarnath cave. Officials say it may take another 24 hours to find the missing, but the chances of survival are very bleak. At Baltal Base Camp, Nazir Masoodi for NDTV.
And that's not all. Another incident of a cloudburst has been reported from Jammu and Kashmir's Dora district. After the cloudburst at the Gunti forest, several vehicles were stuck in the mud in Dora and the national highway remains blocked. Rescue teams have been rushed. Operations are underway. And the YSR Congress party president and the chief minister, Y.S. Jagannath Reddy, sounded the poll bugle for the 2024 elections by aggressively attacking the opposition parties at their party plenary and asked people to support them for a clean sweep of the assembly seats. In his concluding speech of the plenary, the chief minister gave a call to the cadre to be battle ready to secure, as he put it, all 175 seats and said that Mission 175 is not impossible, as the party had already swept Kuppam in the local body elections by winning the hearts of the people. He urged the cadre to take forward welfare initiatives taken in the last 3 years to every household, urging them to swell up the current number of 151 seats by actively highlighting, as he put it, the deceptive maneuvering of the opposition TDP.
అధికారంలోకి వచ్చిన 3 నెలల్లోనే వాలంటీర్ల వ్యవస్థకు శ్రీకారం చుడితే 5 నెలల్లోనే గ్రామ వార్డు సచివాలయాలను ప్రారంభించాం. 7 ఏడాదిలోనే రైతు భరోసా కేంద్రాలను ప్రారంభించాం. అంతకు ముందు ప్రభుత్వం గ్రామాన్ని దోచుకునేందుకు జన్మభూమి కమిటీలను పెడితే మనందరి ప్రభుత్వం గ్రామ స్వరాజ్యాన్ని నిజం చేస్తూ దేశ పరిపాలనా చరిత్రలోనే ఒక గొప్ప మార్పుకు శ్రీకారం చుట్టడం జరిగింది. మన ప్రభుత్వం వచ్చి ఇప్పటికి 3 ఏళ్ళు అవుతా ఉంది. 3 ఏళ్ల తర్వాత ఇంటింటికి వెళ్ళి, ప్రతి అక్క దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి, ప్రతి చెల్లెమ్మ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి, ప్రతి అన్న దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి, ప్రతి తమ్ముడి దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి, ప్రతి రైతన్న దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి, ప్రతి అవ్వ తాత దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి, ఇదిగో అక్క, ఇదిగో చెల్లెమ్మ, ఇదిగో మా పార్టీ మేనిఫెస్టో, ఎన్నికలప్పుడు చెప్పాం మాటలు అక్షరాల ఈ 3 సంవత్సరాలలో 95% వాగ్దానాలు అమలు చేశాం.
And the Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and his deputy Devendra Fadnavis met with Prime Minister Modi and the BJP President JP Nadda on a Saturday evening as the new allies move towards constituting their Council of Ministers. Mr. Shinde and Mr. Fadnavis also made courtesy calls on President Ramnath Kovind and the Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu. The two Maharashtra leaders met with the Home Minister on Friday night.